When a man takes his family out for a picnic to escape his busy work life, only to encounter something unexpected in the park. Everything seemed perfect until he noticed something alarming. He quickly called his wife and told her to cut the picnic short. What did he see that caused such a sudden change? Was it something frightening? Join us as we uncover the surprising twist that turned their peaceful outing into a moment of shock. The story starts with Andrew, a hard-working man in his early 40s who is enjoying life with his family. He worked at a well-known tech company in his hometown and made a good living. Andrew was a proud father of 2 young daughters who loved their weekends together. Every Saturday, they would head to the park, making the most of their time as a family. However, after saving up enough money, Andrew decided to start his own business with his wife, Sophia. She also worked in tech, and together they took on the challenge of running a company. As their business grew, they found it harder to find time for their usual park visits. Instead of going every week, they could only manage twice a month. Despite their busy schedules, Andrew and Sophia made sure to treasure these moments with their daughters. Andrew loved seeing them run and laugh, and he often planned special outings, like father-daughter dates or play dates with friends. Besides park trips, Andrew and Sophia organized picnics, zoo visits, and meals at their favorite restaurants. Although their jobs kept them occupied, spending quality time with their children remained a top priority. The park was special to Andrew because it reminded him of his own childhood, offering a peaceful escape from his hectic work life. One day, Andrew was feeling ill and resting at home when his wife, Sophia, returned from a long shift, eager to spend time with the family. Andrew suggested they have a picnic at the park, and Sophia, who had been working extra hours lately, was thrilled to make up for lost time. By late afternoon, they headed to the park, where the atmosphere was lively with children playing and families enjoying their picnics. Little did they know, an unexpected event was about to occur that would completely transform their lives. But before we delve deeper into the story, don't forget to subscribe to The Wild Wonder and give that like button a tap. Let's continue the story. After they set up their picnic spot, Andrew decided to take a short walk around the park. He knew the area well and felt comfortable exploring alone. But just 10 minutes into his walk, he came across something troubling. Among the park's lively crowd, Andrew noticed a German Shepherd dog that looked in bad shape. Unlike other dogs at the park, this one was emaciated, with its ribs showing through its fur. It looked weak and sick, struggling to stand on its injured leg. Andrew's heart sank at the sight of the dog, which was clearly in desperate need of help. At first, he thought about buying some hot dogs to feed it, assuming the dog might be hungry. But as he got closer, he realized the situation was much more serious. The dog looked like it was on the brink of death, and immediate action was needed. Despite not being particularly fond of dogs, Andrew felt a strong sense of compassion. He knew that if he didn't act quickly, the dog wouldn't survive. He quickly called Sophia to tell her what was happening. Sophia immediately agreed to cut their picnic short and came to Andrew's side. Together, they decided to take the injured dog to a nearby veterinary clinic. Their daughters were upset by the dog's condition, and one of them named the dog Waldo. The vet examined Waldo and confirmed that he needed intensive care. Without hesitation, Andrew covered the costs of the treatment. He and Sophia left Waldo at the clinic, hoping he would recover soon. Even though their day hadn't gone as planned, they were relieved to know they had done everything they could to help Waldo. Waldo's road to recovery was long and filled with obstacles. His condition worsened several times, but Andrew remained determined to help him. Every day, Andrew visited the clinic and paid for extra treatments to make sure Waldo got the care he needed. Despite the setbacks, Andrew never gave up. He also brought his daughters to visit Waldo, and over time, the family became deeply attached to the grateful dog. Seeing how happy his daughters were around Waldo, Andrew decided to adopt him. The girls were overjoyed with their new furry friend, and the entire family was excited to have Waldo become a permanent part of their lives. They supported Andrew's decision wholeheartedly. Once Waldo was healthy enough to leave the vet, Andrew felt a strong need to find out more about his past. He couldn't understand how anyone could abandon such a sweet dog in such a terrible state. Determined to uncover the truth, Andrew returned to the park where he found Waldo. With the help of local police, he discovered a security camera from a nearby gas station that had captured a man throwing Waldo out of a moving car. However, as Waldo's health improved, the vet uncovered something astonishing. Waldo wasn't just an ordinary dog, he was an army dog. This discovery was a game changer in the search for the person who had thrown Waldo from a moving car. With this new information, the police intensified their investigation and eventually found out that Waldo's former owner was a high-ranking official in the state army. Despite Waldo's years of faithful service, the owner had abandoned him when he was no longer considered useful. The man's actions were shockingly heartless, treating Waldo as nothing more than a discarded item. Andrew was deeply disturbed by this revelation. He had originally thought about returning Waldo to his former owner, but now he was certain that Waldo deserved far better. The police didn't stop at uncovering the truth. They also tracked down the man and charged him with a fine for his cruelty. They made sure he was held accountable for his actions. Determined to give Waldo a loving and secure home, Andrew chose to adopt him. Waldo had become a cherished member of the family, and Andrew's daughters had developed a strong bond with him. Andrew and his wife were thrilled to welcome Waldo into their home, providing him with the love and care he had been missing for so long. Their home became a place where Waldo could finally feel safe and loved, enjoying the happy life he truly deserved. Today, Waldo is a joyful and healthy dog, living a life full of love and happiness. Thanks to Andrew's kindness and determination, Waldo got a second chance at a great life. Unlike his previous owner, who abandoned him when he needed help the most, Andrew made sure Waldo's later years were filled with comfort and joy. Waldo now enjoys a cozy home and the warmth of a family that truly cares for him. Andrew's story shows how one person's compassion can make a huge difference in an animal's life. His actions not only saved Waldo, but also brought his family closer together. The once sickly dog now thrives, surrounded by affection and care, all because of Andrew's unshakable commitment. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on The Wild Wonder.